What is Joe Schoen's best move as the general manager for the New York Football Giants? I want you to answer that question for me right now in the comments section. Let me know, what is the best move that Joe Schoen has made? Let me know. Our guy Mike G, the GOAT here at New York Giants now, he joined us on our live show earlier this week, and he asked this question, and it made me really think. Maybe because there hasn't been that many great moves. As I try to process this live, one of my favorite moves that he has made has been the extensions that he's given Andrew Thomas and that he's given Dexter Lawrence. He was a year early on those extensions, therefore he was able to get them at a lower price point than he would have if he waited. So hats off to Joe Schoen for those two moves. Thing is, he didn't add those players to his team. Those are Dave Gettleman moves. If I had to say what the best move Joe Schoen has made, I think it's a package move. It's trading Leonard Williams for a second and a fifth-round pick, a guy who was going to be a free agent, a guy who wasn't going to come back, who signed a massive contract extension with the Seattle Seahawks, and then you turn that second and fifth-round pick into a younger, better Leonard Williams and Brian Burns. So I'd give him that. I think the pick of Micah McFadden is up there. You drafted a linebacker in the fifth round. He's going to be a starter on this team, hopefully, for the foreseeable future. Tyrone Tracy's a good pick. I think the signing of Jermaine Illuminor has worked out really well. I think he could be your right tackle of the future. I don't know. Help me out. What is the best move that Joe Schoen has made? Down in the comments section. I want to hear from all of y'all. I think cutting Daniel Jones one was pretty cool as well. We're just going to answer questions from subscribers the remainder of today's video. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon. My man Tommy Mills, what up, man? Says, what's the point of getting talent if we can't get their best? Love X Saquon. I think the Giants did get the best out of Julian Love. And I think the Giants also got the best out of Xavier McKinney and Saquon Barkley the year they did go to the NFL playoffs and they won a road playoff game. Those three guys were huge in that process. But you can't have a bad offensive line and expect extended successful results from Saquon Barkley. For Julian Love and Xavier McKinney, they were good as Giants. They just didn't do a good job at keeping them, and that may be more of the problem. I get what you're trying to say. Talent development is definitely a questionable trait that this stack lacks. So, yeah, you need to be able to get the most out of the things you got. And I think we could agree the Giants have not done that. They've gone to better situations, though. The Eagles, they were a piece away from going to the Super Bowl. The Packers, they were a piece away going from the Super Bowl. And Love, he's just been what he was for the Giants, just with the Seahawks, a really sound football player. Rob Jigga, what's up, my man? $20 super chat. Thank you, sir. Rob's plan A, relive the 2004 draft. I say we draft Sanders, then trade him to the Raiders for Cam Ward and multiple picks. In 2004, the San Diego Chargers got a first-rounder and 3 third-rounders. Why can't we do the same? By the way, Smitty, no holiday background. We'll work on the holiday background. We got him on game days. Yeah, I haven't done a video on this yet. I'm kind of waiting for the Giants to get the number 1 overall pick. I am Cam Ward over Shedeur Sanders. I am fine if Shedeur Sanders is the Giants quarterback. Yeah, if you could get the number 1 pick, trade down to number 2, select your guy in Cam Ward, and get a handful of draft capital, that'd be a win-win. That would be a win-win. Rob Jigga, back again. If the Giants get Ward, would you draft another QB? No. I'm going to draft Cam Ward, and then I'm going to draft players that are going to help Cam Ward be successful. Do everything you can to make him successful. I'm not trying to find the guy and then find maybe his replacement. So, no. Avery Cox, what's up, man? What's your second-round pick? To be honest, whoever the best football player is. I'm done talking about drafting for positional need. I think I went too heavy in that pool, mainly because I was following what Joe Schoen was thinking. No, just draft the best player available. Draft the best football player on the board. It does not matter the position. You want a guy that's going to be a long-term starter and a guy that can sign a second contract. The way to increase that opportunity and increase that probability is just drafting the best football player available. So I have a couple of names, but it doesn't really matter. Whoever is the highest on your board when you are on the clock, make that pick. Jalen Hyatt is him. Hey, Marsh, can we get Travis Hunter and Justin Fields? Yeah, you could get Travis Hunter and Justin Fields. I'm just in the camp, you need to draft a quarterback. I know that could be taken as I'm going against what I said in round 2. I think the quarterback position kind of trumps that a little bit. Take Cam, take Shedeur, and then move on from there. Travis Hunter is going to be great, but hopefully the Giants aren't picking again inside the top 5. You're not going to hopefully have many chances to be there and select your guy. Take him and run. Fields is a bridge quarterback, though, that I've got on my board. Mike G, what percentage is Dable and Joe back? I really think it's 50-50 at this point. I really do. I know John Mara does not want to fire these guys. He does not want that revolving door at the positions of power for this team. But it comes back down to this. People aren't buying tickets. People do not believe. And the process is not processing. You've gotten worse every year on this team. The roster has gotten worse. And Brian Dable has gotten worse. He took over as a play caller in full this year, and the Giants' offense is worse than ever with Brian Dable here. So I'd say 50-50. If I was John Mara, they would have been fired after that Ravens game because that was a joke. Nick D'Antona, if we get Ward, could you see us getting Restrepo? Yeah, because the Giants need more receivers, and Restrepo's a really good one. I like that he has chemistry already with Cam Ward. I think you need to leave out the draft with at least 2 offensive playmakers as well. You got a lot of holes to fill. Restrepo's a good football player. If it's going to help Cam Ward be better in the pros, then do it. We'll answer more questions coming up in a second. First, though, I got to give a shout-out to our sponsor, Game Time. What time is it? It is game time. Download the app and receive the benefits of the best ticketing app in the game. Game Time makes sure you get the best seats for the lowest prices guaranteed. Prices actually drop as the events get closer. So if you're a procrastinator like I am, you're going to love this app. It's easy to resell your tickets. If you don't want to go anymore, you can access your tickets from your phone. And when you're deciding which tickets you want to buy, you can see the different seat views inside the app. Last-minute tickets and flash deals. Game Time specializes in that. Views from the seats and lowest price guaranteed. If you want the lowest price guaranteed, use the all-in pricing. That way the price you see is the price you pay, and you don't get hit with hidden fees. I've gone to NBA games. I've gone to NFL games. I've gone to concerts. And I've got a comedy show I'm going to soon because of Game Time. So download the app, create an account, use the promo code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off your first purchase where terms do apply. Jalen Hyatt is him. What up, my man? How about Budda Baker or Hassan Reddick or DJ Reed? I'm out on Hassan Reddick. I don't think he loves football anymore. The whole fiasco by being traded to the Jets and then not wanting to play, I don't have time for that. Good football player. Giants don't need to deal with that head case. Budda Baker's a hell of a football player, and the safety position is a position of need. I'd be in on signing Budda Baker. You need more playmakers on defense. He's definitely one of those. And DJ Reed is looked at as one of the better corners as well. I'd be fine with either of those guys being New York Giants. Toma Gaming with Mike Vrabel, Will McClay, and Cam Ward. Are you just reading back my way to fix the New York Giants? If so, you know ball. I'd love to get Mike Vrabel as the head coach. I'd throw a bag at Will McClay, make him say no. And, if the Giants can add Cam Ward, I'm going to be a very, very happy camper. Bryce Milligan, what up, my man? Imagine the Giants don't fire anyone. If you were in the mind of Joe Schoen and Brian Dable, what moves do you realistically think they would make? Is he asking what moves I think Joe Schoen and Brian Dable would make if they stay? Joe Schoen's going to spend to save his job, and that's a problem. He's going to overspend to try to give himself the best chance to win in 2025 without thinking about the long-term future of this team, a la Dave Gettleman, a la Olivier Vernon, and Patrick Omameh, and all of those players. You have $65 million in cap space. The salary cap is clean going forward into 2026. He's going to overspend, and I don't want to see him do that. I don't want to see him. I want a GM that's going to GM that does the things to help the Giants now and in the future. If Joe Schoen is back, he is GMing to save his job, and there is a vast difference in those two things. Ox, what up, man? In 2022, Dable made a plan that worked around Jones. After the 2023 Seahawks game, I think Dable gave up on Jones, and eventually the team. Did he give up? If so, why? Does he want his own QB? Did Brian Dable give up on the team? No. Does Brian Dable want to get fired? No. Does he want his own QB? Yes. No, I don't think Brian Dable is losing games on purpose to get fired. I don't. I'm sorry. Mason B, what should we upgrade before we draft Ward? O-line, 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 playmakers on offense, and playmakers on defense. Nothing matters until the offensive line is fixed. You want to create an environment that a rookie quarterback can have success? Give him a damn good offensive line. That's what I would do if I was the Giants. Last one here, ACOC. I hope we get Cam Ward. What is one player you'd like the Giants to draft you think will be available at our remaining picks? I like Walter Nolan, the defensive tackle out of Ole Miss. I think he's an athletic freak that kind of reminds me of Ed Oliver. I'd go after him. Giants need a defensive tackle. But, again, for me, it doesn't really matter the position or the player. Just take the best one on the board. Take an offensive lineman. I also love Colston Loveland, the tight end out of Michigan. You want to add another offensive playmaker? I like Theo Johnson. Is Theo Johnson ready to be a tight end one in this league? I don't think Theo Johnson can sniff what Colston Loveland can be in this league. I think he has the potential to be a top tight end in this league. Loveland and who did I just say? Walter Nolan. Nolan and Loveland are two guys I like in round 2. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG. Same handle, @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up over there, and let's go Big Blue.